Where's Dave? I don't know. Dave was in chat earlier. I thought about jumping in Discord and getting him to cast. Guys, as I said, we're catching up to a live game at the moment. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just fast forwarding through the boring part. And you guys probably fast forward and skip anyway. I know how it goes. Zircon is in the purple, playing as the Burmese. Stefan is playing as the Chinese in the yellow. Stefan is random HD player. It's easier to say Stefan, so we'll just stick with that. And there we go. We are catching up to normal time. Chinese are pretty good arena civilization, as are Burmese. Chinese have almost all the monk technologies available to them. They're versatile in the late game. They can go fully upgraded Arbalest. They can go fully upgraded Chukunu. Champions, Light Calf, Siege Ram, Onagers. They can do a lot, if you catch my drift. Zircon, well, his civilization, they're very strong with monks, but also they're quite strong with their unique unit, which is the Arambai. And I think the most deadly composition for the Burmese is the Onager Arambai combo. It's very hard to stop that. And on Arena, oftentimes you want to build a castle either for protection or for your strong unique units because you have the time. But while he's going to be doing that, we still have to wait and see what Stefan will do. They're going to be clicking up in a moment. Actually, it looks like Stefan will be going for a castle as well. Have you seen Classic Pro vs. Vinchester? I casted that, man. I casted that. We casted that right here on the stream. Hi, I am YouTube. Oh, I'm on YouTube, sorry. I can't read. If you didn't notice that today, I can't read. I have 2nd grade reading skills. Destroyer, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back, man. It's been a while, Destroyer. I still remember when you contributed $100 to Regicide Rumble 2. I still remember that. I'm sure you remember that too. Unfortunately, I couldn't do Regicide Rumble on the 24-hour stream because of time constraints. Believe it or not, time constraints on a 24-hour stream. So that will happen in the future, my friends. No, this is a pause. Zircon has to feed his dog, or Stefan has to mow the lawn. I don't know. Yeah, if it says waiting for other players and you're spectating, it's a pause in game. Kolos. So we need another 24-hour stream. No. Regicide Rumble, when it happens, and it will happen, that will be probably about 12 hours because the games go on so long. So it'll be enough. T90, that's my first stream of yours for me since I stayed about 20 hours of your 24-hour stream. What time are you usually streaming? Would love to watch from time to time. It's better than YouTube. Fabulous. First of all, it's fabulous to see you enjoyed so many hours. Geez, 20 hours. It's insane. If you look below the stream, there's a schedule right there. I update that every single weekend for the upcoming week, and it shows the times. So, and it's in your time zone too. So there's no confusion there. It is different because in Age of Empires, we're working on many different time zones. We do have a relatively small community when it comes to the competitive scene. And also, you have to figure in the tournaments as well, and that is just the players' scheduling. So, as much as I would love to stream the same times every single day, that's simply not possible with Age of Empires 2. Just a little question. What are your suggestions for executing a successful Archer Rush? Electrum, I kind of remember the build. If you go 24 pop archers, you have, after you click up to feudal, I believe it's 10 on wood, 10 on wood, 4 on gold to start. But you're gonna need, hold on. Well, you need 4, I don't know the archer build by heart. I don't know the archer build by heart. What I would do, Electrum, is type !builds in the chat, bookmark that link, and there's a bunch of build orders there for you. Whether it be Man-at-Arms, Fast Castle, or Archer Rush. It should be one on that list. I rarely recommend learning straight Archer Rush. I'm sure at lower levels it can be successful and catch people off guard. But it's so easy to counter, which is why you rarely see straight archers at expert level. It's better, in my opinion, to start with scouts into archers or men-at-arms into archers or drush into archers. That is just simply my preference and what I think after watching thousands of games. Maybe we will do an emote chat for Liquor League. I think that'd be great. Every time I have to take a drink, you guys could do the T90 drink emote. I don't think we have any more emote slots left, but we can always remove one. So it's going to be a castle for both players. Mr. Mimic. Wait. M1 Mick. Sorry, I was going to say Mr. Mimic. I think it's because I had coffee and I'm like all over the place. Thanks for the Prime sub, man. The action is going to unfold before our eyes in a moment. I can only think that Stefan has gone for the castle build for defensive reasons, because I don't think Chukunus will fare too well in Castle Age versus the Arambai when the Arambai can just run away. He's probably just scared of what Zircon's units can do. It's a nice approach on Arena to do this. Zircon is going to build his castle here.
No, silly. Every time you take a drink, we take a drink.
If you guys want to do the game with me, we can do that once Liquor League starts. I just don't want to... It's hard to foresee how drunk I'm going to get, and I don't want to do it every single Friday. So I will do... Like, I have to make the brackets and the settings, and then announce it and everything, but when I do it, I think I'll do it every other Friday. So I hope if you're from Europe, you're okay with staying up late, because I'm going to start at 6 or 7 p.m. EST, so it'd start around 11 or 12 for most of you guys across the pond. Okay, so what you want to do in this situation, assuming this is for defensive reasons, and Zircon will probably be doing the same, honestly. They're going to try and scramble and get the relics. Both players have their scouts scouting around for that. And then you want to collect a little bit more stones so you can build that next town center. And that's probably what we will see here. These villagers are going to bring that stone in. But it's not a bad idea to make Chukunu after you make the castle. Here are the Arambai. And Zircon also waiting for that stone for the next town center, assuming he wants to go for that. Very similar builds with completely different civilizations. Is it possible to set up a separate Discord chat for the drinking game? Yeah, we could maybe do that, Timo. I love how invested you guys are into this. So if you want, go into the T90 Elite chat room on Discord and you guys can talk ideas. If you could maybe think of criteria as well. Like every time I need to take a drink when X happens, we can look at your ideas later. What just happened? Okay, Zircon's gonna try and go 1 TC. Imperial. He's not adding town centers. You notice he's using the market. He's trying to get to 1,000 food and 800 gold. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because while the Burmese are strong, they normally need to have a lot of economy behind that strength, like to make it work. But this is what's cool about these arena guys. You know, the meta's not defined yet, and it's not a tournament, so they're just having fun and experimenting. And every single time I watch Zircon play, I love it. And you know what? It could work. And I kind of want it to work. I know Zircon can be kind of salty at times, and he doesn't have a lot of fans out there, but I think his games are entertaining for me as a caster. How good are Chukunu compared to other Civ's unique units? There are certain unique units that are very good, but only after they get a lot of upgrades. Like the Arambai, for example, they have 17 base attack. The Chukunu, I don't even know. They have like 6 base attack or something. So normally they excel more in Imp. Both players are doing the exact same thing though, with the faster Imperial. The only difference I see is that Stefan has added another town center, which has slowed his time down. But the idea behind that is to have a little bit more economy. Yeah, 8 base attack, 4 range. So I think that the Chukunu are good, but you need to be able to get all the upgrades. They're very, very good in Imp once they get all upgrades. But that's simply not possible now. But both players are going for the same push though, so we'll get to see how this works. These freaking Arambai, they're strong, but they miss so much. They finally killed a Chukunu. It's 5 range versus 5 range now. And they can't get ballistics, so micro will be needed. You just can't afford much when you click up to Imp so early. The idea is to go with normally trebuchets and push your opponent's castles down. You see this a lot with monks involved as well. But not so much anymore, honestly. I can't remember the last time I've seen 1 TC monk treb push like Eddie used to do all the time. Speaking of Stefan, we're casting Stefan right now. Thank you for the sub. I didn't know that you could play and watch the stream at the same time. And sub and everything. It's a lot of talent right there. I think the Chukunu will do well here. Did he get ballistics? Did I miss that? No ballistics. The one bad thing for the Arambai is that they're stuck at 5 range. You can't get fletching and bracer and whatnot for them to affect their range. So their real weakness is when they're up against archer civilizations, I think. But that's why if you go Arambai Onager, the Onager kills your opponent's archers, and then the Arambai are completely fine. But I don't know, it's just confusing when you go 1 TC like this, because you can't afford to upgrade to Onager. Both players are on what some people say Romanian economy at the moment. As a very close game. No defense upgrades here, so if the micro's not good enough, could be problematic. I don't like the fact that he lost so many Chukunu to conversions and to the Mangonels and the Arambai, but let's see what he could do here. He's killing the monks. He's killing the Arambai. And there's only 1 Mangonel remaining. And I think because he had so many and he had Bracer, it was worth it to attempt that. Has to run away now, but he splits again. He has the same range as this Mangonel, but he destroys the Mangonel fast. Yeah, this is looking bad for Zircon. This is looking real bad for Zircon. Arambai can't deal with the numbers, can't deal with the range, and the Mangonels don't seem to be good enough. Zircon had a nice head start to start attacking the castle of Stefan, but Stefan repaired it. A nice pick off to kill a Treb. A 66 population to 44 population. Zircon is way behind now. And that's why I don't understand this strategy. Maybe Zircon went with this strategy because he expected this from Stefan and thought it was his only option. But personally, I think Burmese, it's too expensive to go for what he's trying to go for right now. They need to at least have 1 or 2 more town centers. Osborne, welcome to the stream. Stefan says, I wish it was me. I'm actually rather average at Age of Empires. Ah, we all are, man. We all are. So the question is now, what does Zircon do? Because he is behind. Notice how there's 21 more villagers for Stefan. The fact that he delayed his imp by 1 minute and added TCs has put him in this position. It means he can get more upgrades. He can make more units. No, Oddsborn, this is not Masters of Arena. It's just they're practicing. Oh, this will actually hurt Zircon. He's going to lose the relics. Zircon has got some monk upgrades, which is so awkward because, you know, sure, he has the range, but monks are expensive. It is 100 gold per monk. And you got to think that these Chukunu can slide on in there and kill them. Zircon's not worried. He's going to pick up the relics, send them to this monastery. Mr. Timo is telling me to go to Discord and look at the memes chat. Oh no, I'm scared. Oh, that Chukunu got away. Nice conversion from Zircon. So if you're behind in economy, you need to put everything in the military. Adding TCs generally isn't the answer because that just slows down your attack. So Zircon just needs to hope for a good engagement. These Chukunu are glitching out a little bit. Athos, there was a post on Reddit the other day about the historical accuracy of the Arambai. It was interesting. Apparently, they actually were darts, and apparently they were quite strong as well. However, I think that the Arambai was a Chinese... I didn't read it, okay? I'm one of those guys on Reddit. I just read the title. I think that the Arambai was a Chinese unit and not Burmese. I don't know. Zircon has finished Onager, but Stefan has so many vills now. See, look at this. He's a lot of food in his TCs. He needs to unqueue, and I think what he should go for is Light Cav. Light Cav would counter the monks, and it would counter the Onagers. He hasn't added stables. He's just adding a ton of trebuchets. What is he planning here? Stefan has a huge lead. He almost has double the population, but he could throw it all the way to Onagers. And Zircon's gonna micro these monks, and look, he's getting some conversions. It's basically a free kill. Crazy how these players can do that sort of micro while doing all the eco behind it. Yeah. I think arena players in general, like the guys who only play arena, they are slower, but their micro is still exceptional. That's the impressive thing, because we watch the fight, but we don't look at the economy. So, as spectators, I try and touch on the economy, but that's... The impressive stuff is almost what we don't see at times. Well, this is so important here. This is so important. I think both players need to repair their trebuchets. Zircon needs to send villagers. He's doing so. Can he keep his trebs alive? Because he's trying to kill this castle. So far, so good. He hasn't lost a trebuchet. The Onagers are here! We were just talking about the micro these players have. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. Can Zircon do this? The split from Stefan! This guy has balls of steel to try this. But sadly, his balls have just been flattened. I mean, he's potentially throwing here, chat. Let's get some T90 throws in the chat. Trebuchet's going down everywhere. Villagers coming out to fight, and they're getting flattened. I cannot believe that Stefan was that stubborn. He lost a 1,500 score lead. He has 50 more villagers. Where are the Light Cav? Okay, he's researching Light Cav now. Believe it or not, he could still win this. But unbelievable stubbornness from Stefan to not only try and micro that, but not add Light Cav earlier. And he's way late with this addition as well. The idea of having stronger economies is that you can put it towards military, but he didn't transition at all. I don't get it. And now he's building a new castle, and Zircon is pushed forward with the trebs that he has left. And he's going to start busting that bad boy down, and there's nothing to stop him. And if Zircon continues to add Arambai, that's very important here. He can kill the Light Cav. He just needs a lot more Arambai. I think he should stop creating trebs, which he has done, and create Arambai. Again, Stefan in panic mode, forced to repair this castle. The castle will drop. It's just a waste of stone at this point. He has a total of 7 military. Are you kidding me? This is such a throw. This is such a throw. Oh my goodness. Well, what Zircon needs to do... The score is very deceiving. Zircon definitely has the best position in this game now. He needs to kill all the production buildings. These trebuchets, don't even worry about the TC. Kill the stables. Because the one thing that can bring Stefan back into this game is the Light Cav. So just kill the stables. I think that's what he's doing right now. Stefan is building up back here though. He's not done. Can he come back from the brink of defeat, really? I mean, I say that he still has more population, but he's behind in military, and it's so crucial here. He's losing stables. He's adding more. He's gonna add crossbow and arbalest. This is the heart of his economy. The villagers forced to fight and they will just die. What a life for these villagers. You know, at some stage, they're probably thinking, man, I'm so glad I chose this town. I'm so glad I was born here. We're so fortunate with our place in life. You know, booming economy, no one can ever attack us. And then their fearless leader forgot to make light cav and add light cav to the military, and, well, many of them lost their lives. None ya business, thank you for the prime sub. This is quite a game to join on as well. Stefan could actually clean this up with this military, but Zircon with a very nicely placed forward castle. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. This is ridiculous. There are times, I'll let you in on a little secret. There are times, many times in fact, that I cast games and I truly know the bottom of my heart that the game is over, but I don't want to say that because it just makes it boring for the remaining 10 minutes. And I was at that stage. I was at that stage with Stefan and Zircon here. So this time I got it wrong, and that's why you should never... It's never over till it's over. Never call a game. If Zircon is a robot and he can convert with every single monk because you have to click them individually, then he wins this fight. But if he can't use the monks, then it could be trouble. But still, a lot of air and by. Light Cav coming in from this side to pick off the onagers. Oh man, the monks! It's hard to tell how much they're really doing here. The Arbalest outranged the Arambai. The onagers are gonna die, and the onagers haven't gotten many big shots here. It's still close. It is still close. Still 30 military for Zircon. He lost so many monks. He lost a couple thousand gold there. But he still has onagers alive, and the light cav are nowhere to be found now for Stefan. Stefan... Well, he lost his stables. He needs to build more stables, but it's easier said than done. He's gonna micro down the onagers. Okay, let's see it. If he micros down this one, I think he can take this fight. Meanwhile, Zircon is actually getting the relics. Very smart move. And he's probably saving stone for the next castle, right? Yeah, this is where I think Stefan can bring this game back, guys. If there's no onagers, the Arambai, they can't really fight this. As long as Stefan pays attention and micros. Luckily for Zircon, he's sending in the onagers and this castle provides cover fire. But the light cav, they're gonna go after these onagers. Stefan gonna split away now. Nope, not needed. Crazy game. This is an amazing game. I say it all the time. Every single time I cast a Zircon game, it is a worldie. It is amazing. Every single time. You can tell they're focusing on all of the craziness around the map because they have economies right next to one another. Oof, nice shot from Zircon. Despite some of the losses, I think that Stefan's micro has been pretty good. See, look at this. They're both sharing this gold. Check Zircon's economy. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot, does he? Doesn't have a lot. Probably using the market. But he can do so if he has all 5 relics. Also, earlier you saw the TCs here from Stefan. That got cleaned up. So Zircon has been focusing elsewhere. Both players are out here, so this is going to be an important battle too. I think Stefan needs to wait. He's been sending light cav in 1 or 2 at a time. He needs to wait till he has about 20 light cav again and then push. The problem is, if Zircon gets his castle up, then he's even further back in this corner. This is his point of view. This is what he sees. No! No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a heart attack at 24. Like, seriously. Every time that happens, I lose it. He still could get destroyed here. That onager... Okay, killed a few. Oh, but he was baited. The light cav will get a couple kills here. Stefan, I said it earlier, has balls of steel to be fighting next to these onagers. He's gonna have to let that castle go up. And light cav over here. They're gonna have to fight because the stables will die. The castle will go up. Out here still, they're just peacefully living next to one another. Okay, so I want to point this out. Stefan has split multiple times. So I think if Zircon thinks about it, he can do the attack ground to the right or the left and just basically expect the split. Or he can just kill them now. Like, what on earth is Stefan doing to me? I'd hate to see this game end in lag. I hope they don't pause it. Oh, there's the split. This is what I'm talking about. He needs to attack where the units aren't. Wow, that's still good enough. Good micro from Stefan, the first start of that engagement, but Onager's killing way too much. They're both out here. Zircon just now realizing he's going to build a tower. This entire time, Stefan has had more population, but that is slowly changing. Zircon has some fantastic map control. He has all 5 relics. He also has Arambai here. I think Zircon has all the important areas of the map now. And again, right here, just attack grounds. Yes, to the side. That's what you need to do. Well done there. Again, good value, I think, for Zircon. I think Stefan is out of options now. There's far too many Arambai for Zircon. Zircon has control of the gold, control over this part of the economy, control of this gold if he wants it. Just give us a juicy shot. That's all we want. That's all we want. Give us a juicy shot, Zircon. Hey, that rhymes. Gold to the south doesn't really matter. I don't want to look away right now. Actually, I'll do it. Zircon has this gold. He had all the golds in his base. Like, he still has some of that. Now he's going to the gold in the south. He has gold here. He has all the golds. And he has 5 relics. So Stefan would have to push back pretty soon to win this game. Lesric. Dude, it has been quite some time. Welcome back to the stream, man. Thank you for the Prime sub. And now Stefan is behind in numbers. Oh, come on, Zircon. Just, come on, give us a good shot here, man. They're wedged in for you. They're just waiting for you. I think that Zircon has the game now with some brilliant play and some throws from Stefan. I want to see it end with a big boom, though. A huge boom is what I want here. Stefan, it's fun to micro. He's going to try it, but that's not going to be enough. The Arambai, they're not elite, but it doesn't really matter in these numbers. Stefan continues to try. Here, I need to... This will be the screenshot for YouTube. So, hi YouTube. How you doing? It looks pretty cool with the fog of war here. So we're gonna just, like, you know, give us a couple options. Zircon didn't kill all the Arbalists in one shot, but he's still been taking really nice engagements. Like, that doesn't kill all of them because of the formation that Stefan is using, but it doesn't matter. I'll be interested to see how many farms Zircon has after this game is over. I'm guessing he doesn't have many farms. Both players have been using the market quite a bit. Yeah, Zircon has every single gold. If you look at the bottom left now, guys, you can see the population. A lot more population for Zircon. He's getting elite Arambai as well. I'm gonna... Alright, well, never mind. There's the GG. What a game. What a game. It was a throw, I think, because Stefan had 50 more villagers, but you got to know how to use them. And this used to be a booming economy here, and it is now Zircon's land. Well played from Zircon to stay alive there and commit. What I wanted to touch on was the amount of farms that Zircon has. See, he does not have a lot of farms. And that's understandable because of the amount of focus. Look, the amount of focus he had on the front. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the amount of gold that Zircon would have. And the game is now over. And yeah, huge difference here. And it only would have climbed higher for Zircon, seeing as he had the relics and he had all the extra gold piles. I want to see if Stefan has anything to say about that. That's a YouTuber for sure. Oh, you couldn't see that, could you? I'm sorry. It was 20k gold for Zircon. It was 13k for Stefan. Sorry about that. Too late. Here, I can do it this way. They're gonna play again. I will cast it for you. Viva La T90, if you're heading off, have a good one. I will see you next time. Here, I can show you on the Voobly website. What? Oh, my bad. I forgot. There we go. So, hey, look at the food difference. But the gold difference was huge. It shows all the stats here on the Voobly website. The funny thing about this website is, for years, it has had the capability of going through profiles and statistics after games. I can even comment on the game if I want. But this wonders thing, no one can explain. The castles is accurate. The relics is accurate. The relic gold, villager high. Everything's accurate, but no one knows why the wonders thing shows up. No one can figure that out. It's been years and no one knows about it. I find that interesting.
When you say my name, say Nanabeathness 69420, not just Nanabeath.